Hello. I know what you want. Just kidding. I can never know what you want. But because this is a computer or a phone and I'm not really here in the room with you, but I'm an Australian man in his 30s and I come from a little town in Gippsland, Warragul, Victoria, and I'm a musician. And I people that I grew up with when I was younger, when I was in my 20s, and that's kind of when all the relationships authentically fell apart, was when I was in my 20s. Over the last 10 years, I kind of dripped away from the iceberg that I had built in my life when I was younger. And yeah, I've never had what I consider to be like a no strings attached friendship, or just something that feels like loving. I haven't really had. And a lot of us are like this. Like, a lot of us have this issue. And to live in Earth Realm, there is a sort of acknowledgement when you come here that you kind of have to forget who you are in order to exist here. And that much is apparent. The thing is, I haven't met anyone who is anything like me, because I don't know what I'm actually expected to be by God or by a higher power. And I'm always thinking, like, is it all in vain if I am to shine a light here by myself? And what if it is for nothing? But yeah, I'm a musician and I love making music, and it's about the only thing that I really do that makes me happy, at least. It's the only thing worth remembering, is all the fun times I had on my programs creating music and playing guitar. But an occupation and a life purpose like that isn't that fruitful. I mean, I just heard from one of my friends that your life purpose might be being a light for others. And if that's the case, then music's just a hobby. But yeah, I don't know, if you're like me and you've been traveling down a road, it's taken you so long to even start peeling back those really deep in layers. Sorry about the noise there. Those really deep layers of stuff, and you've got to almost shed your skin like a snake. But when you meet another light, hopefully that's happening for us right now, right? We can only hope when you meet another light, that flame between them both. Not only is it hot enough to provide warmth for a bunch of others, but it's also light enough to shine the way for a bunch of others. And it's also red enough to make everyone ready. If you forgot who you are, I know it can seem so weird because, like, I'll be on YouTube sometimes at the end of the day, or whenever it is during the day that I get on, and I find a video and it really triggers something in me, like, this person's weird, or like, the person that I'm watching will be so, like, almost like what they're saying is having an impact on my energetic field, probably in a positive way, but it feels trippy and it feels weird. And it's almost like a shared experience is what it feels like. And because I'm aware of that, I hope that when you're watching me, you don't get this kind of feeling, because if you do, I want you to know that I'm quite a safe individual, and I'm not gonna manipulate your mind, and I'm not gonna harm you, and I wouldn't do anything to in any way hurt you in a way that I meant it. But a lot of us, you can call it God, and you can call it like the rainbow serpent, or you can call it the energy, or you can call it the universe, is probably guiding this. I mean, I I have like, I bet, like, thousands of years ago I was saying, like, God, why did you forsake me? Like, why did you why are you not here? And why am I out here? Why am I in this density? Why am I so far out in my boat in the ocean with no way to get home? Why have you forsaken me? But, you know, this isn't an original thought, but why have you forsaken me? And then the instant jump to, I'm going to I'm going to keep going no matter what, because nothing anyone does can convince me otherwise that I don't deserve this. I am going to make it back to heaven. I am going to go home. This is my mission. Like, I've been obsessed. I bet you have too, with finding home. And it's not necessarily an earthly home. It could be another planet. It could be another dimension. It could be a frequency or a fairy house or a tree house. But it's somewhere out there and we can't access. It feels like we can't access it. You're very beautiful. You're one of the most beautiful things I have ever seen in my however long it's been. I'm 31 and I haven't seen anything as beautiful as you in 31 years. I haven't seen anything as bright as you 10,000 years. I don't know how long it's been since we haven't seen each other, but this is safe. This is a familiar frequency. This is welcome to my frequency. This is my kind of energy, and this is your energy, and I like it. And it's a bit intense at first to unite with someone who is so much like you and so not like you, and so much unusualness. But you've got to trust this. This is safe. My north. See ya.